Finally decided to join us, Shook.
Sorry, guys. Didn't sleep a wink.
Right then. Time to move on. How far now?
We'll be there soon enough. The High Intia ruins are just ahead.
Do we really have to leave this area? The atmosphere here is so perfect. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles. Last time, we reached the oh-so-gorgeous area of Satorl. Now, this time, we're going to be exploring a lot more of Satorl Marsh, meaning that we're going to be backtracking a little bit. Well, not really backtracking so much as skip traveling. Wow, we went that far last time? Jeez, that was crazy. Anyway, now that we've gotten to that obelisk, a quest is now doable for us this area. Remember how I ignored it last time? I'm going to switch up the party a little bit because Dunban is not the one who comments on this. In fact, it is indeed Charla. Let's get some affinity built up with the new party member. Somebody help! Bakoko need help! I like your name, Bakoko. Ignis took Bakoko's friend Kacha. If no one saved Kacha, Ignis, eat her! How worrying. Let's sort this out. It'll only be a little bit of a detour for this. You're on, Ryan. I couldn't have just left this. Kacha is scholar who knew lots about legends about this place. Bakoko think Ignis take Kacha for information. They know we'll eat Kacha straight away, but Bakoko's still worried. This is serious, but what could the Ignis possibly hope to learn from him? Yes, Charla gets the gender of Kacha wrong. Even though she was just referred to as a her, Charla will refer to him as her as a him. Yeah, his secret is top priority. Or his safety is top priority. Wow, I can't even talk now. Apparently I'm mixing things up just as much as Charla is. So we need to go save Kacha. Him, her, or it is being held in the Exile Fortress. And where is that? Right here he's mentioning the fact that if we can go into the back door of the Exile Fortress, that'd be better. You can go in through the front, but it's not recommended. He mentions looking for a key. So we have multiple ways of completing this quest, and to kind of show you just how different this can be, let's head off to that Exile Fortress right now. So, over at the glowing obelisk, you might have noticed that there was a really big structure off in the distance. That is indeed where we need to go, and I need to equip my quick step gems. Give me just a moment. Let me equip my quick step gems in peace. Leave me alone, you oopa. Please. Please. There we go. Alright, that should put a zip in Charla's sandals. I know, the sandals are a little bit weird though, but I guess they do kind of fit for this area when you're going through like a marshy areas. I remember I did that one time, and you know, they recommended that you wore like really light shoes and all that. We're here in Igna territory, so we've already discovered a new area, and on the map you can see that really huge structure, and if you look away from the map you can see that we have a bunch of giant lizard men chasing after us. If they could leave me alone, that'd be really great, because I just kind of want to walk up to the Exile Fortress, gain my experience, and show what this area is like. So, of course, we got even more enemies, and as we're heading up here, not only are there a lot of enemies guarding the main entrance, but should you actually get up to the main entrance, look at this. We have all these Ignas right here, and sitting in the throne, Reckless Godwin, level 31 unique monster. Yeah, no way we're gonna be able to take that on. I suppose you could if you had enough agility up gems, but I don't want to take that monster on. Maybe I'll come back for it later and hunt it just so I can get an affinity coin, but I definitely don't recommend doing that, when instead you can jump down, walk past these enemies, and there's a red item orb ahead. If I could collect that, that'd be nice. I don't want to have to do any fighting. Oh wow, I just walk right up to the key and they leave me alone. Apparently they're just like, they got the key, we're screwed, might as well not even try. So we have the rear door key. Where do we want to go with that? How about we head back to that path leading up to the main entrance and jump away like cowards rather than fight these enemies? There's a narrow passageway right over here, and that's where we want to follow. Now, I will be straight up with you. This video is going to be primarily quest-based. We're not really going to have much in the way of actual progress. We're going to be mostly just exploring this area and doing quests. And that brings me to something else. Satorl Marsh is where the quests get really good. As in, they build upon the world even more so than they build upon the characters living in it and introduce some mythology and legends. In fact, you're going to see that in this quest in particular. And that Nopon merchant last time who told us why this area was called Satorl Marsh was just kind of the tip of the iceberg for that. We got the fortress rear door. It gives way once we use the key on it, and... Me? You a little bit slow. Kacha told secret to Ignis, but Kacha's so happy you came to save her. Now Kacha can go back to Bakoko. Thank you so much. And sure enough, yeah, those monsters don't see us at all. They are just looking right over there. I can even run around right... I probably should not be tempting fate like that. Let's go back to... Never mind, we have the key. Hello there once again. Your friend came back. We saved her. It looks like Katja told Igna's secret. Bokoko just glad Katja's safe. Good, it was our pleasure. Bokoko don't know what Ignas want to know. But Bokoko just feel happy to save Katja. There we go. Some nice equipment. And we are all done here. Well, aren't we? He has yet another quest for us. Bokoko want to make camp but no have enough materials. Bokoko old. Knees and arms hurt. Bokoko no can gather. Do you even have knees? I thought Napon just had little stubs for legs. If you have knees, those have got to be the most useless knees in the world. Couldn't have just left this. You all look young and strong. Bokoko wants you to find bedding. Bokoko give you reward. Bokoko just want to rest his old bones. Napon are so fluffy anyway. Can't you just sleep as you are? Yeah, that's not good. Ground here not comfortable. Bokoko just sometimes want to sleep with soft dovet. Dovet? Like hum? I don't get it. So, traveling is tiring, and Charlotte misses her nice soft bed in the colony. So, he is willing to pay top dollar for good bedding. That is 10,500 G. Yeah, very rewarding quest right here. Also, we can just have a nice soft bed. And, there are multiple quest objectives here. The fancy Volf hides we got last time from just hunting those Volfs, just to kind of show off the difference between Charlotte and, damage-dealing parties. But Katja actually would trade you those. Funny that you just saved her. Maybe that's why he wanted her back so bad, so he could have some bedding materials, and he knew he had she had some. There I go, confusing her gender. Aside from that, one of the quest objectives is the Upa seeds. We didn't get any last time from hunting those Upas, but there are Upas right behind where Bokoko and Katja are. Not only that, but the detox brog you need for that monster quest is also right behind him. So if you want to take care of that, really convenient place to do it.
Not bad at all.
And even beyond that, that detox brog drops a white brog liver, which, as we see by this vision, you will need for a quest later on. So after you got those two materials from the monsters, that leaves the feather leaves and the wool rocks. Those are item orb items, and the problem with those is that you need 4 and 3 of them respectively. That can get a little bit tough. The best place to find the feather leaves I typically find is in the water at nighttime. Whoa! I got a wool rock just as I was saying it was going to be hard. I very much approve. The thing is, there are quests, or not quests, but there are trades for those feather leaves, but they're not going to be available for some time now, so you won't be able to trade for them if you want to do them now. To show you where I typically find them, the Napon Merchant Camp is over that way. This is over by that Ether Crystal deposit we found last time. And if we head over here into the water, there are some Upas to deal with, though, but we can get around those pretty easily. And just over there, there's a waterfall with a bunch of rocks in it, and there's also a lot of item orbs near it. Typically, whenever you need to find these items, I find this to be the most common place to get them. Now, I say that, but I'm probably going to have a damn near impossible time actually finding them. And actually, believe it or not, let me get the item orb. Frickin' give me my, oh my god, get the item orb thing, please. Okay, well, what I was trying to say is that you can actually jump up these rocks on the way up this waterfall, and can I get that item already? Please, thank you. A venom platypus. Okay, I didn't even get what I needed. But yes, you can jump up this waterfall. There are lots of item orbs along it. This is one of the more common areas that I typically find it because you need to be in the water at nighttime, and there are lots of water around here, and it's very dark out right now. I am just losing my train of thought. Can I get... Oh, there we go. And... Can I just walk up the rest? Yes, I can. I didn't even need a platform any further. I could just walk up the rest of it. There are more item orbs up here. We got Zaldian Waterfall, I think is what that said. And we actually learned a skill in the process of coming up here. That was Ryan, I believe. We'll check that out after I collect all these. But I'm willing to bet that this trip is going to be fruitless and I'm not going to find a single item that I need. I found a lot of waterlogs, though. I guess you could say I'm waterlogged. Ryan's new skill is Healing Inspiration. Allows him to restore HP to an encouraged ally. Actually pretty nice, considering that I find him encouraging the other party members a lot. Can I equip that to anybody? I don't think I'm going to equip that to anyone yet, as the only one with a circle is Charla, and she kind of already has the ability to heal. I would kind of want that to replace having a dedicated healer, if anything. 2 hours later. Okay, this is actually 2 hours later. I'm not joking about that part, but I really only actually spent about 20 minutes looking for those feather leaves. Thing is, whenever you have any sort of item orb item that you need to look for, but you just legitimately cannot get the item orbs to give it to you because their items are semi-random, Just save, reset back to the title screen, go back in, and walk a little bit away, and the item orb should come back. Don't load your save from in-game, though, because that won't work. Alright, Bakoko, hope you appreciate your betting. You better do so. You better do so! I made an unintentional pun. Okay. Good, it was our pleasure. Indeed. Atharon, too, will be glad when he hears about your efforts. Atharon is in our group right now. He's a guest, but he's still here. He raised me like a daughter. Send us news. Send him some news from about 3 feet back. I can just imagine him, like, folding his arms and looking cross like he typically does during that. Making camp. He paid top dollar for his betting, and there we go. We got to level up on Charla. Affinity coin. Oh, also Ryan. Nobody learned new arts or skills, it seems like, so no big deal. However, Katja will have a quest for you after accepting that win. You don't have to complete it, you just have to have accepted it. Me? Katja, I need to ask for help. Katja have big problems. I always keep inserting words that aren't there. It's really tough. Ignis got information from Katja, as we heard before. So they went to a high place above Dark Swamp. She wants us to follow them. I'm here to listen. Ignis went to get Giant's treasure. They broke rocks blocking way to make a path. They so determined. It looked like they might get it. Giants. Did they really exist here? You saw when you saved Katja. Ignis took Katja to a huge building. I agree. A building of such size could only have been used by giants. Giants' key that Ignis wants is on high place east of Dark Swamp. Kill them before they find it. Then you dig it up. Used to open hidden door in Exile Fortress and investigate altar. This is our introduction of the ancient giant civilization. In addition to the Hyantia that were said to inhabit this area before, there's also the giant civilization. You would not have heard about this had you not done this quest, so again, this expands a bit on the mythology of this world. And she was saying we need to go over to the Dark Swamp. Where is that? Well, we want to head back to the glowing obelisk. I know, it really just seems like we're heading back there a whole bunch. And the way that we need to go is a little bit complicated. It's kind of on the same beaten path as where it went before, but bear with me for a moment. If you look at the map, you can see that the Exile Fortress is right beside us. This is around the place where we found that key. You need to drop down in a very specific spot. Right by this tree where you found the key, you can drop down, and on the map, you can see that this is elevated. The Dark Swamp is right over there, and while the quest says you need to go there, it's very misleading because the enemies you need to find are actually right through this cave that is overlooking it. My first time, it took me forever to figure this out, so if it took you a while, don't feel bad, definitely not. And, oh god, I need to fight 5 of these things. Good thing I switched to Ryan and Charla. Let's do this. We're in for a long battle. We're probably going to be battling until dawn. But yes, I really, really, really hate... That was a bad idea using that art. Let me use Shadow Eye immediately to get them off of me. But yeah, this took me a long time to figure out, and it's just... Every now and again, the quest text is really misleading! Crap, they have a chain attack! How did you guys build it up so freaking quick? Then again, I guess when there's 5 of you, you are kind of bound to build it up quickly. Guys, quit fooling around, man! We need to get going in this fight! Like, I should have used the lure command. I really should have. If we could get a topple going, that'd be nice. Wow.
Not doing too well.
Wow. Okay, at least that missed, and so did that. And that one got blocked. Charla, wherever you are, come back to life, please. I need my healer. I'm sorry I ever implied that you weren't that good. Okay, no, I'm not going to say that, though. I really do still stand by my views on Charlotte. Could we all target the same one, please? You know, the one that's kind of low on health, because if we could just take out one. No. Okay, well, I tried luring, and it didn't help. Quite frankly, all the other enemies were so close to it that all of them got drawn over to me, too. In situations like this where you can't lure, but there's a big group of enemies you really just can't take on, another way to go about this is make sure that everyone is focusing their efforts on the same monster. Try to get down that monster's HP in particular, and then just run away once you've beaten one of them, recuperate with your HP, and then just come back when you are fully healed. If you do that, you can more or less take them out one at a time, and it gets easier to take out the group each and every time. Basically, once the battle is not difficult anymore, you just take out the remainder of the group. Simple as that. After they are all taken out, we can now look around for the Giant's Key. It is, well, she said to dig it up, and sure enough, it's not a red item orb. You actually do have to dig it up. This should open up the hidden door. So we take that, and now we need to head over to the Exile Fortress and open up that door she was telling us to. As we go up to the back door of the Exile Fortress once again, you can see that this door is really friggin' tall. Not only that, but so is the ceiling on the inside. It really makes sense this place would be inhabited by giants considering what we were just hearing. You go over here and you have the Wall of Sin, which gives away when you use the key on it. I don't know what the wall did that was so awful to give it that name for all eternity, but apparently it must have been pretty darn bad. Either way, when we head up here, we have a really breathtaking view of the swamp and all those rock formations in the distance, and there's the altar that we were told about, along with a nice item orb. What's my freebie? A Dawn Dice. Apparently they were gamblers in ancient times. We examine this altar, and it looks kind of like a treasure chest. Maybe it's archaic game design, some ancient civilizations used it, I don't know. But we need to place some kind of offering here. And with the discovery of this altar, we are just supposed to return to Kacha now, empty-handed. I know, it's very strange that we're having to do it this way, but that is the way that things just are, I guess. I could have worded that a lot better. I really could have. Hello there, Kacha. You the best. You protect treasure from Ignas. Well, actually, we just kind of opened the door to that altar for them with the key, and, you know, it's in their base of operations. Oh, she forgot something. Okay. The Ignas would get stuck there. Kacha tell you about it next time. Thank you for protecting treasure. I'm glad everything worked out. I'd expect no less from you. I just knew you could do it. It wasn't just me. Everybody helped. Aw, Shulk is so modest. So for protecting the giant's treasure, we get a recovery up 4 gem. That'll make it so whenever health is restored, it gets increased, which is really nice. So about the next quest in the line, there's a little bit of a problem. This is one of very few quests that multiple characters comment on, and we don't have everyone who comments on this one yet. But I want to do this one early, just because the whole introduction to the ancient giant civilization is really interesting this early on. So I'll be doing this quest now with Shulk in the lead, as he's one of the characters that comments on it, but I'll be showing that remaining text at a later point, and I won't be saving. This will be the only time that this happens in the entire series. All the other times the multiple characters comment, I'll be doing it after we have them. Now that we got that out of the way, seems we just need to put an offering on the altar like we saw before. Offering and rituals are things very important for giants. They're so mysterious. Same true for ruins everywhere. So they may have been big, but they valued rules and order. Maybe that's how giants were. But Kacha think they're also giants who fought white spiders. I see. I suppose they were all different, just like us. Maybe we need to put Giant's Mirror on altar. Daksha Shrine on Bionis Lake, not far from here. Go get it and put on altar. Demanding, and not far from here, she said? That's 3 regions away from where we are right now, going all the way to Bionis Lake. We're gonna be quite the globetrotter to find out just what these ruins are all about. Don't be confused about the name of the area. Daksha Shrine was one of the few areas on Bionis Lake that we never explored in the whole time that we were here, so this is an entirely new place. We want to go over by Villiera Hill, and if you look right over there at that Mount Torda, we are actually pretty darn close level-wise to it. It seemed incredibly strong not that long ago, but it just shows how far we've come. But about where we need to go in relation to Villiera Hill, we kind of just need to cut straight through it. Yeah, we're cutting straight through a hill. Makes you feel really cool when you put it that way. Okay, so that's all of Villiera Hill we've walked through now, and didn't you get it? I cut through Villiera Hill? You know, like video editing? I'm so stupid. I don't mean to keep doing that. Actually, no, I do, because that's just how I am. It's how I've always been, really. But enough about that. If you look up at the map, you can see that there is a narrow passageway going northeast from here. And there's a bit of a stone pathway leading us through it. Nothing else like this on Bionis Lake. Well, there are those stone guideposts, but nothing quite like this. And in this area, there are Antals everywhere. There was a monster quest asking you to hunt Antals while we were back here on Bionis Lake, and you could have technically come here to do it. I just kind of prefer to be close to the camp for that, just because it's more convenient. And this area is not restricted until you do this or anything like that. You can go anywhere you want, anytime you want. No, Devious Gravity, another one of my... I know we got one of those before, but that is one of my favorite item names. And, you know, I think I know how gravity could be described as devious. The Bionis is planet-sized, yet we're being, like, you know, attracted to it so we're not falling off of it. I guess maybe you could look at it like that. Got loads of item orbs up here, and this is Daksha Shrine. It's not a landmark, so you can't skip travel to it, but it will get you experience for discovering it. And we got that red item orb up ahead. Seems really easy, right? Surprise! Yeah, everyone in their first playthrough, man, gets terrified. That thing is such a scary, like, when you're running around Bionis Lake for your first time, if you are unfortunate enough to just wander over here, which you can do because of the non-linearity of this game, if you find that thing, oh man, that strikes fear into every first-time Xenoblade player, and it probably even strikes fear into some of you watching at home for the first time that particularly have arachnophobia. And speaking of striking fear, I ran away into this side cave over here. I'm saying over here quite a bit. These enemies are non-aggressive, so I can just run right through without having to worry. But the reason why I wanted to come here is that we have the Twisted Gun from Mementos of a Lost Son. Remember Cheryl back in Colony 9? Yeah. That was the second item that we needed to find for her. But that's not all there is in this area. How about we change the time a little bit? It's no longer raining outside, so how about we go to the end of this cave and just see what this whole place is all about?
Cool.
Observation platform! That view is gorgeous, and I'm almost dead, so let's jump for it.
Sorry.
Oh, what? 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 Oh man, like, it killed me while I was, like, in the air, and she, like, laid down and died in the air, and then splashed down in the water and came back to... That was quite possibly the most amazing thing I have seen all day. That was great. And that says a lot, because that area, that observation platform, is a pretty darn beautiful spot. You can skip travel to that area anytime, as it is a secret area. You get loads of experience for exploring it, as you would expect. So if you ever need to go back to Daksha Shrine, you can do it really quick. Okay, now that I've recomposed myself, to the top of the Exile Fortress. Here we are. Let's see what this does. A strange object has emerged. Daring of the Giants. I didn't know daring could be a tangible object. After you do that, however, look at what happens. Defied Queen. 2 of them, actually. Apparently, they were both defied into thinking that they were the only queen because there's 2 of them. Oh, wait, crap. Okay, good. I'm not dead. Barely not dead, actually. Yeah, so thinking that the giants probably fought against spiders is a logical way of thinking. They just were having a field day with trolling people that have arachnophobia, weren't they? And I'm
How can this be?
dead. After just barely escaping with our lives, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't die back there. We got Katja here. White spider came when you put mirror on shrine. Well, actually, they look kind of black and red to me, but okay. Katja don't know about that. But you got treasure, right? Huh? A strange thing? It the daring of giants. Katja glad Igna's no get slimy mitts on such amazing thing. Don't worry about it. It was nothing. That's right. You'd have done the same for us. But daring of giants, no use by itself. You should take it. It definitely come in handy at Giant's Ruins somewhere. You should think, Katja. You're gonna want to remember this for later. Having the daring of the giants on us for all this time is actually gonna become important eventually, as you would guess. We gotta level up for doing it. But like I said, I am personally going to quit without saving on this, so I won't have the daring of the giants in my inventory for a little bit, just so you know. But if you're playing along and you don't care about seeing all the text, by all means, take it with you. With that line of quests completed and with us getting all that backstory, are we all done here? I suppose we could be, because we did do something from beginning to end, but I'd like to do one last thing before we end things off proper. I want to head back to the Bionis leg. Over by North Ragwell Bridge, there is something for us. It's been a while since we've seen any heart-to-hearts, and there just so happens to be one right in this area, so how about we find exactly where that is? Here we go, right into this tree. With the correct members in the group, we have a heart-to-heart, what visions may bring. Hey Shulk, what's it like being able to see the future? It's kinda hard to explain. If I had to describe it, it's like I'm being made to watch a dream. A dream, huh? It's one strange power. Tell me, Charla, what do you think of my power? I wish I had it. If I had your power, maybe I could have saved Colony 6. I can see why that would mean a lot to you. You might have even been able to save Gatto. Yeah, but honestly, the more I think about it, the more I realize none of this could have been helped. And your power kept Juju safe. I'll always be grateful for that. Yeah, that was a close one. I'm glad we got to him in time. Otherwise, there could have been a future where Juju didn't make it. Thank goodness for your visions. If you have a vision, it means you can save someone's life. I feel like a stronger person when I'm around you. That's kind of you to say. Thank you, Charla. But what is it? I can't see everything. Sometimes visions are quite hazy. And even when I've seen the future, I can't always change it. Are you talking about what happened to Fiora? Yeah. I'm also worried about what's going to happen to Bionis. I've hardly been able to see anything. If only my power wasn't so limited. Don't be so hard on yourself. You've saved us how many times now? Yeah, I guess I have. Thanks, Charla. But I still wish I could master my power a bit better. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. I'll support you all the way. That's a rather heartwarming experience, if I may say so, and on this view that has absolutely nothing to do with what we're doing next time. In fact, you know what? Let's change that. How about we go back to the Silent Obelisk in Satorl Marsh before we continue this? I think that's enough for this time. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, we're going to be doing a bit more exploration around Satorl Marsh, getting a few more things done in the way of completion, and then heading on to the High Antia ruins. See you guys then.